Good evening, Canada, from our platform of Voice of Canada, your host Asphandiar, Wadiwalla, my co-host Patricia Pollack. We have got Leanne Townsend from Townsend Family Law and two associates. I would like to request our honored guest to introduce with the names.
Hi there, I'm Nina Kapfer.
And I'm Irina Kachikina.
And our one and only Leanne Townsend. She is here with us for the third time. She came for a solo interview, and again in May she was with me in the show of His Majesty King Charles III. So that show was really a fantastic show which we did, and everybody liked it.
Yeah, it was a lot of
And it
fun.
applauded. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm your female co-host, Patricia Pollack from Voice of Canada, hosted by Asphandiar Wadiwalla. I warmly welcome this evening's panel of lawyers to our show, to Voice of Canada. My first question is to Leanne. What kind of law do you practice from your family law office? Please inform our viewers in full detail the legal services you offer to your clients from the Townsend Family Law Office in Toronto.
So we offer all types of family law services. So this means divorce, separation, property division, child parenting schedules, child decision making. Basically all aspects of family law are the services we provide. We negotiate separation agreements. We litigate matters where required. And most recently, we have started to offer divorce coaching and mediation, which is Irina's specialty.
Thank you. My question goes to Nina Kempfer. Kindly inform in detail the legal services you provide to your clients from Townsend Family Law Office.
Yeah, thank you. So I'll echo the sentiments of Leanne, and I'll say that I provide legal services that Leanne just described. I think what's unique about my role is that I'm a junior associate, so and I have a tendency to focus more on our litigation clients, while Leanne has more recently taken a step towards alternative dispute resolution. And I think part of the benefit of having the junior associate as well on the team is that for our fee-sensitive clients, we have options to keep their matters as straightforward as possible.
And to keep the costs down.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
So my question is to Irina. What role do you play at the Townsend Family Law Office and the team of lawyers? Please explain in details what kind of legal services you provide.
Of course. So for the first and foremost, I'm a family law clerk. So I provide assistance to all the lawyers at the firm. In addition, I'm also a mediator and a divorce coach, which have their own individual parts to them.
My question goes to Leanne Townsend. That for 16 long years you have worked as an assistant crown attorney, and during your tenure has contributed mostly with the domestic violence cases. Can you explain to us in detail your experience?
Yes, as you mentioned, I spent over 16 years as an assistant crown attorney, and for most of that period of time, I was the domestic violence co-lead in the Toronto West Crown Attorney's Office. So I specialized in prosecuting all forms of domestic violence. Generally, domestic violence offenses consist of situations where there is partner abuse. So you have to be in some sort of relationship. It could be a same-sex relationship. It could be a heterosexual relationship, but there has to be some sort of intimate relationship between the parties. They're not just roommates or friends.
Or a common law partners.
Yes, they could be common law. They could be married. And so I developed a lot of expertise in prosecuting those types of offenses, and I brought that with me to my family law practice because there is a lot of overlap between family law and criminal cases where there is domestic violence.
My next question goes to Irina. Inform our viewers, as a mediator, divorce coach, and law clerk, tell us the complete your specific role you play at the Townsend Family Law Office.
Of course. So as a family law clerk, I do everything I can to help.
You assist them.
Yeah.
Fully.
It's almost like a personal assistant to the lawyers, but I like to be heavily involved with the files as well. I like to know every aspect of the case. I like to get to know the client.
Definitely.
And and my niche, I would say, is financials. That's definitely something that I can help clients with the most. And because I'm a law clerk, I can keep the cost down for it. With respect to mediation, mediation is an excellent way for parties who don't want to go through court, who want to find an alternative solution to resolve their matter. There's so many benefits to mediation, mainly that you control the process.
So play a very vital role.
You control the process as a client. You get to finalize it hopefully faster, and it's a lot more cost effective than going through court. And then my last role is as a divorce coach. So as a divorce coach, a big hole in the family law industry is that a lot of people have to deal with their emotions on their own. And apart from turning to their lawyer, they're kind of stuck on how to get their lives back in order. So as a divorce coach, I can guide them not only with assisting them in communications with lawyers and other professionals, but also assist them in getting their lives back on track.
Thank you.
शॉपिंग के शाहकार के लिए तैयार हैं? जल्द आने वाला है 2024 का रमजान एक्सपो आप ही के कनाडा में। 300 से ज्यादा बिजनेसेस, दीगर फैशन और क्राफ्ट्स के स्टॉल्स। आइए और अपने लोकल बिजनेसेस का हौसला बुलंद कीजिए। उसके अलावा वहां मौजूद होंगे कार्निवल एक्टिविटीज, राइड्स, मजे के खाने, बिजनेस शोज, मौसीकी और डांस परफॉर्मेंसेस, यानी आपकी फैमिली के लिए भरपूर एंटरटेनमेंट। इस मौके को हाथ से मत जाने दीजिएगा। रमजान एक्सपो 2024, जहां सकाफत और तिजारत का मेल होगा, आपकी खातिर व मदारात के लिए हम आपके मुंतज़िर रहेंगे।
Popeyes has opened a brand new location in downtown Vancouver. Satisfy your craving for Cajun at this new location off West Georgia and Hamilton Street, where you'll find all your favorite Louisiana-inspired menu items. We sampled the unrivaled trio of sandwiches, the classic, the deluxe, and the blackened deluxe chicken sandwich, and all were delicious. All of the signature fried chicken is marinated for 12 hours, then hand-battered and breaded, served with Cajun fries and mac and cheese on the side. Plus, for a limited time, you can try Popeye's Crispy Chicken Wrap, available now until September 3rd. Check out the new Popeye's location at 700 Hamilton Street today. Who are you bringing with you? Tag them in the comments.
This is the latest opening in BC for Popeyes, with more openings coming soon in both Alberta and BC by PLK Group.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
मैं नासिर शाह आपका मॉर्गेज ब्रोकर। अगर आपको मॉर्गेज चाहिए किसी तरह की, होटल लेना है, मोटल लेना है, गैस स्टेशन लेना है या किसी प्लाजे में कोई यूनिट बाई करना है, तो उसके लिए आप हमें कॉल करें। हम दो चीजों की गारंटी करते हैं, आपको बेस्ट टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन और बेस्ट रेट दिलाएंगे। आप कॉल करें 647-741-9000, 647-741-9000।
HK Movers, home, offices, apartments and delivery, big or small, we move it all.
HK Movers.
Local and long distance, we also ship cars, Keller transport and moving services.
For service with a smile, give us a call.
Call Mr. Harminder 416-524-6704.
416-524-6704 पे.
Visit 140 Advance Boulevard, Unit number 10, Brampton.
Long distance moving specialist.
HK Movers. HK Movers.
डिक्सी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस पिछले 16 सालों से खरीदारों की खिदमत कर रहे हैं। हम लगातार 4 सालों से खरीदारों की पहली पसंद बने रहने का अवार्ड हासिल कर चुके हैं। हम किचनर्स, बॉश, वर्लपूल, एलजी, सैमसंग और जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ लें। हम आप सभी को टीवी सबसे ज्यादा रियायती दामों पर देने की गारंटी देते हैं। www.dixieelectronics.ca हमारी वेबसाइट पर जाएं या अभी कॉल करें 905-625-5900। सभी बहुत ही मुनासिब कीमत पर दस्तयाब हैं, जो आप बाआसानी से ले सकते हैं। At Dixie, we sell quality and deliver confidence.
दावत इस्लामी का एक शोबा जामियतुल मदीना, जिसकी तकरीबन 891 ब्रांचेस दुनिया के कई ममालिक में कायम हैं। कमोबेश 67,000 इस्लामी भाई और इस्लामी बहनें बगैर किसी फीस के आलिम और आलिमा कोर्स कर रहे हैं। इनमें हजारों वो हैं जिनकी अकोमोडेशन, खाना पीना दावत इस्लामी के जिम्मे है। आप भी डोनेशंस के जरिए इस शोबे के साथ ताउन कर सकते हैं। आपके चंदे यानी डोनेशन को किसी भी जायज दीनी, इस्लाही, फलाही, रूहानी, खैर ख्वाही और भलाई के काम में खर्च किया जा सकता है।
Zoc. Now it's fully renovated. Live catering, barbecue, तंदूर, जलेबियाँ और फ्रेश नान। तकरीब आपके घर में हो या घर से बाहर, Zoc is providing full service now, and Zoc has opened a new banquet hall, garden event center. आपका Zoc देखकर लोग कहेंगे क्या Zoc है आपका? Call right now 905-625-7786. Zoc. Zoc वालों के लिए.
And so my next question is for the boss of Townsend Law Office. Leanne, we read that in your bio. You've done lots of media appearances and TV interviews, print and media as well. Please inform our viewers about your appearances here at Voice of Canada. How has your experience been?
Yes, I've been on Voice of Canada. This will be my third time. So my first time that I was on, I was discussing divorce and during COVID, I believe whether the incidence of divorce had gone up and whether there was a greater rate of domestic violence. The second time I was on the show, I was honored to be part of a panel for the coronation of King Charles.
His Majesty King Charles III.
Yes. So that was a non-legal role to play, a non-legal show. So I enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. And then I'm back here now, and I've also done all sorts of other media. I've been on CP24, CTV, CBC, Global News Radio, a variety of different
And
shows.
some radios too.
Yes.
So you're quite a bit on media.
I've done quite a bit of media, yes.
Very good.
I enjoy it. So I find like that being a family lawyer is such a heavy, negative experience in a lot of ways because you're dealing with people who are going through trauma and, or they're going through one of the worst times of their life. So I find doing media stuff sometimes for me is a way to have a little more fun and offset the heaviness of the other work that I do.
Thank you. My next question is for Nina, that you have been keen interest to access to justice for our indigenous communities and the legal issues faced by them. Will you throw some light on the legal issues of the indigenous communities? Because that we are also looking after them, and I'm soon going to call the chief of indigenous community who is based in Mississauga.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. Yeah, of course, I'd love to speak to that issue. So I have my Juris Doctor from the Boer Alaskan Faculty of Law at Lakehead University in Thunder Bay. And one of Lakehead's mandates is Indigenous issues. So my legal education had a focus on Indigenous legal issues.
Very good.
So we spoke about things such as, land rights, like Aboriginal treaty rights and Aboriginal inherent rights and how the case law has developed. We spoke about it from a criminal law perspective and the unique approach to Indigenous offenders and restorative justice as opposed to punitive justice. And then with specific reference to family law, we did have a discussion about how intergenerational trauma plays a role in the family unit. And how that may affect, how a client perceives the justice system and what you can do as their lawyer to help them navigate the process. And I think, one of our emphases at Townsend Family Law is to approach every client with a level of cultural competency and empathy to provide the best services that we can.
That's good. And it's high time that we should give them the full rights.
Absolutely.
Because whatever lands we are staying was their lands.
Yes, absolutely.
So now we are trying to rectify all our faults, what we have undergone, and try to give them the full justice.
Yes.
I couldn't agree more.
Go ahead.
So my question is to Irina. Your clients have very sensitive and difficult issues. So from a counseling perspective, how do you provide to these people these types of hardships? Explain to our viewers what kind of sensitive issues people face with the Canadian legal setup with the laws.
I think if I started getting into it, we'll be here all night. There's a lot of emotions that are involved. A separation is the most difficult part of your life if you have to go through it. And then once you involve money and children and your livelihood, it does get very stressful. I'm able to be there for clients on a more personal level. I do have a background in psychology as well. I have my psychology degree, so I've been trained specifically to help clients in need. And just from over 10 years of experience working with family law clients, I've developed a great rapport with clients to help them.
And it's great for clients to be able to use IRENA because often they want to talk about that kind of stuff with their lawyer, and they're paying their lawyer a much higher rate. You know, the way the lawyer-client relationship works, as most people know, is they pay us for our time. So if they have a 1-hour call with me and 45 minutes of it is really almost like therapy, it's a waste of their money. Whereas they could talk to IRENA about these types of things and keep their legal bill down, but get the help that they need.
Get the answers from her.
Exactly.
And it's all a teamwork.
Exactly.
And now your team is complete.
Yes, I'm very proud of my team. We work really well together, and these two have both been fantastic additions to my firm, and they both do a great job.
We usually follow you, and that's how when we saw on the social media that they have joined you. So then I requested you, why don't you come in a team?
Yes.
So you all can talk more about the firm.
Yes,
what
exactly.
services you are providing. We're taking a short break and we'll be back with you soon.